What's going on, guys? This is your boy Moto MMA, aka Jason Boss, bringing you another video. If you could please comment, like, subscribe, I greatly appreciate that. I want to hit that 300 mark and I need your help to do it. Now on with the video. My 2002 Kawasaki Vulcan Mean Streak 1500 won't start. Well, it starts now. It's running now. I just thought I would give you guys like a kind of list of things to look for in case you ever had this problem and your motorcycle doesn't start. Some of the stuff that I did to help me get my bike started. Okay, first this is my bike here. This is my Mean Streak. I went ahead and took the seat off because I wanted to show you guys here. This was the first thing that I found, okay? This is my battery. Positive, negative. Okay, make sure I get everything in the frame there. Sometimes on these bikes, because they vibrate a whole lot, you know what I mean, the connectors, you know, can come loose. You want to check those sometimes if they're loose. You know, that's start with the small stuff first, guys, before you jump onto something big. Start with the little things, okay? These came loose, but what I noticed, because they came loose, it was making like there was like an arc of electricity every time I started it. And then actually, this is a different battery. I put a brand new battery in. My negative side over here, it actually melted, okay? You could clearly look at it and see that it was off. You want to check this, you know, your battery as often as you can, guys, because actually that's something that could have started a fire. I want to say thank you to Yogi. He's another YouTuber. He really helped me, you know, with that problem, because honestly, I mean, I knew, you know, it could have been the battery, but I didn't know how serious that was. So it was cool hearing somebody else say, hey, you know, you need to get this, you know, fixed. Don't try to jimmy rig that battery. Get that thing off there. That's dangerous. And this is something that actually happens with motorcycles. So I didn't panic, you know what I mean? I knew this was something that was kind of common, you know, maybe not like big time common, but it does happen, you know what I mean? So it wasn't something that I was like, you know, freaking out about. So I went, changed that battery out, and then I went to start my bike, okay? My bike didn't start once I put the brand new battery in, and I still was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Now, a lot of times what happens is when you have like a lot of like the starting issues with the battery, different things like that, you've maybe blown the master fuse. Now, on these Vulcan, which I want to say this is the same for 2002 up to 2010 on most Vulcans, especially the Mean Streaks and even the 1600 Mean Streaks, you have your fuses and things are pretty much on the same side in the same place. They didn't change that around a lot. Now, on the right hand side of your bike, on the side where the exhaust pipes stick out, okay, you have your little side cover here. I took my side cover off already, okay? Now you can see right here it says fuses. You can open this up here and you'll get your fuses out. Now you'll see the master fuse is a 30 amp fuse, but in here it'll only have like an extra fuse, okay? The master fuse actually isn't in here, okay? Take that off. See that? That's the 30 amp fuse. That's just a replacement one in case you blown your extra one. Your thing should look like there. You see where it says spare? So if you're like, man, I blown my master fuse, you might have said Moto MMA, but where the hell is it? I checked the fuse box and I only see where it says spare. Well, I'm gonna show you here. Now, you could see it better if I had my battery out, but I don't feel like taking my battery out again and all that kind of stuff, because you gotta unscrew the brackets and jump. Right here, okay? You see where your red cable is? This is my red side, positive. It's gonna be right down here next to where the positive side. You see that little red box right here? If this battery was out, you could even see on the on this little red box thing right here, positive side, follow that wire down, it'll say fuse, okay? You'll take that off and you'll see that 30 amp fuse right under here, okay? Take that out, replace that fuse, and in most cases your motorcycle should start right up, okay? But I had a secondary problem even after that. Right back here, okay, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. See this box right here? This is what's called your tip over sensor. Some people call it a man down sensor, whatever. my man down sensor was broke. Sometimes that happens like with older bikes, you know what I mean? They just go bad, you know. I had to get another one of those. They're easy to replace. You see those screws on the side there? Take that screw out, unplug that wire, boom, you're done. I got that man down sensor for like 17 bucks on like eBay. So that was not an expensive, you know, fix. The battery gonna be the most expensive. I think I got all together about there like almost $100 for the battery, and then the fuse was like $15. So I mean, it's gonna cost you a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying, even if it's just the battery, you know what I'm saying, or just the fuse after you fix the battery. You know, you're gonna be out of, I would say, about $100, you know what I mean, even if you get a cheap battery. But it's definitely, you know, worth it, you know, get your bike back on the road. Because I know a lot of times people will, you know, replace the battery and they'll be like, man, my bike don't start, you know, I'm gonna have to put it up for sale now on Craigslist or whatever. And, you know, you selling this bike for parts, and all this other person did was go throw a master fuse in there for like $5 or $10, and, you know, they got themselves a nice bike for little to no money. So I thought I'd just help somebody out with that. So after I replaced all of those mini parts, like I said, I was out of like, you know, maybe a little bit over $100. Bike has power. I am going to put it in neutral and start her up for you. And you can hear her start it up. Easy as that. So you just kind of got to know, you know, what to look for and everything. So hopefully this video helps someone out. Like I say, this is pretty universal for the Vulcans. From what I read, from 2002 up to about 2010, you know, if not even, you know, farther on, because they make a lot of motorcycles for the most part the same. So those were those few items that, like I said, the battery is right underneath your seat, the master fuse right down here next to where the positive side, boom, down there, that little red cap, little safe fuse on it. On the right hand side, there's your fuse box, you know what I'm saying, and it'll have stuff like your blinkers and things like that in there too. That's actually where the fuses go. So, you know, you might want to check those too. Like, you know, check your fuses. Sometimes it's just the little things, man. Don't always just dive into the big stuff, you know, because you might be more out of money than what you need it to be, and it was just a simple fuse, you know what I'm saying. You don't want mechanics, nobody like that taking advantage of you. Now, I'm just real quick, this ain't like nothing to do with nothing, but on your left hand side, the side over here that has like the key thing, that actually should have your motorcycle's toolbox in there, and that usually has every tool that you need to like do a lot of work on the bike or small things, because it's like a metric toolbox kit. But that's it, guys. All right, so it's your boy Moto MMA, aka Jason Boss Sam. If I have helped you in any way, please comment, like, subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. Trying to hit that 300 mark. Peace.